Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. I'm filming this in my storage unit tonight being Sunday night. I thought, what better time to come down and do some filming than on a Sunday night. I'll just surround myself with comic books and just go through a couple of boxes and find 4 books from random and end on a key issue and show them off to you guys. The first one I want to show off is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures presents April O'Neil. This is issue 3. There was 2 miniseries with April O'Neil from this series. There was this one, and then there was the May East saga. Obviously, this series was popular enough to garner a second miniseries. But what was fun about this series was that in the Turtles book, she was branching out, being less of a reporter and more of an assistant to the Turtles. But Splinter was also training her in the art of swordmanship and ninjutsu. It wasn't something that happened like that. They spaced it out and they gave it room to breathe. But it allowed her to go on other adventures outside of what the Turtles would go on. And yeah, it was a fun read. The next one I want to show off, and I just realized it's the Aussie variant. This is Avengers West Coast issue 90, and it's drawn by Luke Ross. I don't know if you're familiar with Luke Ross. He was big in the 90s and then into the early 2000s. I haven't seen a lot of his work lately. I don't know what he's up to these days, but we do have Scarlet Witch and the White Vision and Ultron here. And I don't know if it was the previous issue or the issue after this, but Ultron got a not a bride, because it's not Jocasta, but he got like a robotic mistress, and her name was War Toy. And what was fun about it was that she had the potential to be a very interesting character, because yeah, she was a robot, but she was also like a kind of a side piece for Ultron. But she died in that storyline, so it's a bit unfortunate. I think if Marvel were to bring her back, I think they could have some fun with the character. Marvel, if you happen to be watching this and you want me to write something up, I'm happy to do it, because yeah, I thought War Toy was just a bit of silly fun. But yeah, there we go. Avengers West Coast issue 90. Now, this issue, JLA issue 42, it was from January of 2000, and there's nothing major about this issue. It just it invokes a memory for me. Okay, I'll preface this by saying, do you have a book that when you see it, you remember what you were doing at the time, or the story behind the comic book? Because sometimes the story behind the comic book is a lot more weighted and grounded and more interesting sometimes than the actual comic itself. So, uh, in the year 2000, my dad was a salesman, and I was a bit of a lazy bones. No, actually, no, I did have a job by then. Yeah, okay, I did have a job, but I had a day off, and he kicked me out of bed because I was still living at home at the time, and he said, "I've got to drive to Shepparton, which is like 2 hours from here. Well, 2 hours from home. And so he said, "Come with me. Don't just hang around the house all day. We'll go and have a lunch, and I'll do my sales stuff, and then we'll enjoy the rest of the day." And when we got to Shepparton, there was a newsagent parked right out the front of where my dad parked. And so he went and did his work stuff, and I went into the newsagent and I bought this book. And I read it on the way home, and I hadn't read I hadn't read a lot of Justice League, and especially hadn't read a lot of JLA. So this was like my foray into the series. So I started reading it very much later in the run, but yeah, just spending the time with my dad. It was a long, boring car ride, but we did have a chance to talk a lot of trash, which made it fun. And then, yeah, I just remembered this issue being fun, and maybe it was just because of the day. But yeah, anyhow, that's issue 42 of JLA. Now, the key issue that I wanted to show off is this one. It's Swamp Thing issue 1 from May of 2000. And we have Tefe Holland, and she's an adult now. I do have the issue where she was born, and then I have a whole bunch of issues seeing her grow up. But yeah, this is her taking over the mantle of Swamp Thing, written by Michael K. Vaughan, and surprisingly, it didn't last that long. Yeah, I don't know why, but it was very well told. It was engaging. I do have a handful of issues. Maybe I should have bought them from the get go and bought them all. But yeah, just a bit of a footnote in the Swamp Thing mythos, and look, a beautiful cover as well. So I wanted to show this off as the key issue. So that's the video for tonight. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll catch you at the next one. Bye.